Hey guys, Brendan Rudin here, Nashville Bassist, coming to you with a new video. So today's video, I am extremely excited about doing this video today, guys. I can't tell you how excited I am. This is a video that I've been hoping I would get to do soon, and I'm finally getting to do it. So I shot a video earlier today kind of talking about this video and what it was going to be and things like that. So if you didn't see that video, what this video is going to be about is new gear. Today is New Gear Day, and I am super excited. There's nothing better outside of maybe playing some really cool venues and really cool shows. As far as a musician, there is nothing better than New Gear Day. So I got a new piece of gear I've been wanting for a while. I am so beyond excited to bring you this video and be able to show you this. Now, this is just an unboxing video. I'm going to go over what this gear is. We'll show you some of the features. This isn't going to be a very long video because it's a pretty simple piece of gear, but we're just going to go over the initial impressions of it. And then hopefully later today, I'll be able to shoot a demo video showing you how this works and give you some sounds and things like that. I don't know if I have time to do it today. I hope I will. If not, I will definitely get it tomorrow, and we'll have that video out in the next couple days. So, all right. Man, I can't tell you how excited I am to bring you this. So this is a piece of gear from a company that is a fairly small company, small batch company. They do batches of these things and get them out, but it's like as soon as they get them out, they're gone really quick. These are kind of hard to get right now. I think once the company is growing and these things are getting more popular, and they're getting pretty popular, I think that a lot of that's going to solve itself as far as getting these out sooner and quicker, so more people can get their hands on them. Even though I say it's becoming popular, it still is a smaller company, and there's not a significant amount of these things out there. In fact, I'm pretty sure there's under 1,000 units out there floating around since this company started making these, and which is not a lot. But they are out there, they're making their rounds, they're gaining a lot of attention, and especially in our, nerd geek circles, those of us that really geek out on gear, and we're always looking for new gear and what's coming out and what's new and things like that. This thing is becoming a huge hit with a lot of really top tier pro players, and I'm excited to bring it to you today. Finally got my hands on one, so we're going to show it to you. It is a compressor pedal. So I've never been a huge compressor fan, especially compressor pedal fan. I don't use a lot of compression live. I know front of house guys will throw compression on there. I love using compression in the studio with your studio type compressors, but as far as live, I've never been a huge compression guy. And it's not that I don't feel like I need it. It's more that I've never found what I want in a compressor pedal. I've thought about getting like a rack compressor and throwing it in one of my flight racks, but I don't always get to take that rack with me. I want to have something that I can use anywhere I go with whatever setup, whatever rig that I'm using for that particular day. Something I can fly with, something I can take on the bus, something I can use on larger tours and smaller venues, just wherever. And I think I've finally found the one, and that's exciting. It is very much like a studio type compressor. In fact, it's kind of targeting that LA2A sound. And I'm a huge fan of the LA2A. I love optical compressors. This thing supposedly has a fantastic, it's a fantastic optical compressor. Whatchamacallit, I'm at a loss for words, but the little light and sensor in there is supposed to be top notch. So I'm so excited to get this on my board and try it out. But for today, we're doing an unboxing. I'm already 4 minutes, almost 5 minutes in this video, and we still haven't seen this. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. I'm going to do the unboxing. This is the first time that I've seen it, so you're going to be experiencing what I've experienced. I did already open this package. and took this box out. Whoop, you probably just saw the label on there because I didn't notice until I was putting this back in the bag that the label of the company is actually stamped on the side of this cardboard box. Now, I do know from researching this this product and seeing other videos that this does come in some really cool packaging. So there's inside of this cardboard box is a wooden box, and that's what the pedal comes in. So they've got top tier packaging from this company. And you know, what do you expect from a small batch boutique company? They're going to go above and beyond pretty much anytime. Most of them do. So I can't wait to just see the packaging of what's in here. I already know what's in here. So we're going to go ahead and open it up and take a look. So, but the reason I opened this ahead of time is I wanted to inspect this box to make sure there wasn't any damage to it. I like to do that before I open anything. That way I can report it. So they can't come back and say, well, we don't know if you did that or we did that. So I like to go ahead and take pictures and do that as soon as I open the package and document that. So I've already done that. So we got that out of the way, but let's go ahead and open this up and see what's inside. We're gonna open the box here. Okay, I see the wooden box and it's really cool, but before we get in that, let's take a look at some stickers that's in here. Now, this is from the company that shipped it out to me, and they gave me a great deal on it. Really huge fans of this company. I've only used them a couple times, but they're fantastic. And that would be Coast Sonic. They're located out on the West Coast in California. But if you can see right there, it says Coast Sonic. There's another one that's pretty cool, Coast Sonic. This one's really cool. Coast Sonic, Carlsbad, California, established 2014. And then another one, Coast Sonic. So they threw in some really cool stickers. Some of the coolest stickers I've seen in a long time. But a huge shout out to Coast Sonic. Man, I will say before we get into this, and I know I'm making this video long, and my videos usually end up being long because I just ramble on and on and on. But I do want to give a huge shout out to these guys because they were phenomenal. So I ended up make a long story short, I ordered this compressor pedal through Reverb, but it was coming from a different company, but they're selling it through Reverb. And before they went to ship it out, they tested it once again, as a lot of companies do. But this particular store, they tested it before they shipped it out to me and found that there was something going on, and it wasn't working the way it was supposed to. So they refunded me my money. And I hated that because I found such a great deal on it. Even though it was slightly used, it was a phenomenal deal. And so I was pretty bummed out, but then I was shopping around and I thought, well, you know, I know what these usually go for. And I was like, you know, what I spent in taxes and shipping and stuff wasn't too terribly much under what these would go for just outright without shipping or anything. So I thought, well, maybe I can look around and find it for that price and get something like tax-free and no shipping. If I can come out right at what these usually go for, I was going to be happy. So I shopped around and I clicked on one and I saw Coast Sonic and I thought, well, let's check out Coast Sonic. I know they're a pretty cool company. So I clicked on theirs and saw the price, and it was about what everybody else sells this pedal for, and which is about right around $300. And which may sound expensive to you for a pedal, especially a compressor pedal, but not really, especially in the grand scheme of things, especially for what you're getting in this. These things should be worth way more than that. But anyway, so I clicked on it and was going to see what the shipping was and all that. And when I clicked on it, it took the price down. And apparently they were running a Memorial Day sale. So it took quite a bit of money off of this. And then after it was free shipping also, after taxes, I got out the door like right around $250-ish, which was fantastic. So I pulled the trigger and got it. But not only that, not only did they have a great price on it, but I ordered this Sunday or Saturday morning before I flew out for a show. Now, this was Memorial Day weekend. I ordered it Saturday morning and it showed up this morning, which is incredible to me. Over a holiday weekend, that to me was amazing. I didn't expect it to show up today. So huge shout out to Coast Sonic, man. They're fantastic. But anyway, we're now at almost 10.5 minutes. Man, my videos always end up being long, but stick with me. We're going to take a look at it now. So we've opened the box. This is cool looking. So I'm going to show you what's in here. So this is a product from a company called Union Tube and Transistor. So this is Union Tube and Transistor out of East Vancouver, British Columbia, up in Canada. And this is what it comes in. This really, really cool wooden box. I think that's just fantastic. That's such cool packaging. I knew it was going to come in this because I've seen it before, but that's fantastic. So this box is probably going to go up in my studio somewhere. So I'm shooting this in my little lounge area of my studio here today. You can see the other side of the studio over there. It's just a tracking studio for bass. It is a complete mess right now. But I'm just sitting in my little lounge area over here. So that's where we're shooting the video today. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at what we've got in here. So this is the Union Tube and Transistor. The model is called the Lab. So this is the Union Tube and Transistor Lab pedal. Why they named it that, I don't know, but it's cool. They've got a lot of different pedals. They make a lot of different pedals for a lot of different things. So this compressor pedal is fantastic for bass and guitar, but they make a lot of pedals for guitar that are phenomenal. So if you're a guitarist, definitely check this company out. They've got some amazing stuff. But this is the Union Tube and Transistor Lab. So this is their compressor pedal. Like I said, it is an optical compressor. Let's go ahead and, okay, looks like we just, oh, there we go. Looks like we pull this. I'm going to take a look at it as you're taking a look at it. So let's take the top off here, which is really, really cool. Okay, so it looks like we've got some kind of cloth here. Oh, that's really cool. So Union Tube and Transistor with their logo on it. It's a 100% polyester cloth, so you can use this to clean your pedal off. That's really cool. That'll actually come in handy. I've actually been looking for something like that, so I can use that to clean all my pedals on my pedal board. So that's fantastic. I love when companies do stuff like this. Just phenomenal. Union Tube and Transistor. So that's really, really cool. I got something right here. I'm not sure what that is. There's a little hand. If you can see the little hand. I guess you put it on like a pencil or something. I don't think it's an eraser. Maybe you put it on your pen. I don't know. I don't know what you do with that. Somebody knows, tell me. Maybe that's something that I don't know that you can like put on your gear or something. I don't know what that is. A couple picks in there that say Union Tube and Transistor, so that's really cool. Got some little goodies. So is this it looks like it's in a bag. So there's a bag inside of the box with the pedal in it. So let's go ahead and pull it out here and take a look. Okay, so it's not a bag. It's it's like a bandana. So it's like a bandana type material with the Union Tube and Transistor. Dude, that's freaking cool, man. I'm gonna rock that. I'm gonna put that on my jeans, on my belt or pocket or something, and rock that at a show. That's fantastic. Still not looking at the pedal yet. I want to see it when you see it. But Union Tube and Transistor, little scarf there, little bandana. That is really, really cool. So let's go ahead and take it off and look at the pedal. So I'm gonna look at it first, and then you guys can see it. So man, so that's it right there. I mean, outside of this being a phenomenally sounding pedal, which you'll see in my next video, this is one of the coolest looking pedals I've ever seen in my life. It's just so clean and simple. It is just a 2-knob compressor. You've got your little stop switch right here. You got your LED light. You've got this metal badge that they screw on here that says, you can see it there. Well, my camera will, there we go. Union tube and transistor, fantastic. Model lab, serial number, I won't give that to you, but you probably saw it on camera, it doesn't matter. So I'm assuming this may be the 779th one that they've built. It's like I said, under 1,000 that they've built because this is a new one. Union tube and transistor, East Vancouver, British Columbia. It says out and in, which correlates to the jacks up here. 9-volt DC. But man, look at that logo. That's such a cool logo. Again, I'll try to get it to, see if I can, there we go. Get it to focus in. How cool is that, man? Such a cool looking pedal. Now it's actually a little smaller than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be just a little taller, maybe a little wider, because I've seen so many pictures and videos of this and it looked bigger. And it does on camera look a little bigger than my hand, but it's not a small pedal by any stretch of the imagination, but it's not as big as I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be just a little bit taller, maybe a tad bit wider. But man, such a cool looking pedal. And guys, believe me when I say this thing sounds as good as it looks. Now, if you don't like this kind of look, this is kind of retro looking to me. It looks like something you would find in a studio back in the day, you know, that was maybe hand built. But this is amazing. That is, gosh, that's such a cool looking pedal. Phenomenal looking pedal. Just so clean, the color, just everything about it is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Let's go over some of the features. So we've obviously got our foot switch here to turn this thing on and off. We've got an LED light. The cool thing about this LED light is when you turn it on, it's green. But as you start approaching compression, especially if you've got it cranked more, it'll go from green to yellow to like a red, like an orangish red. So that kind of shows you where your compression level is. Now you're using your ears more than you're using any visuals on this pedal, obviously, but I do like that they give us that so we can see when we're starting to hit that compression. So you can see if you've got it set light or a little heavier and how much it's working. That's really cool. I like that they have that. Now, that brings me to one thing. There are two versions of this pedal. There's this one, which is called the Deluxe, and there's one they call a bean counter. So it's a little less expensive, not a lot cheaper, but it is a little cheaper. I think the bean counter version goes for somewhere around like $240 to $250, and these generally go for around $300. I've seen them more than that, especially when they're in high demand and they don't have a batch out. Some people are boosting that price up. But these generally on the website and on a lot of other secondary websites are going for $300. That seems to be the price for these. But the bean counter version is about $50 less. And instead of having this multicolored LED, you just got, it shows that it's on or off. It doesn't show you when the compression's kicking in like this one does. So there are two versions of this, the Deluxe and then the bean counter version. I like to have the Deluxe version because I like to be able to see when that compression's kind of kicking in. The other thing with the bean counter, it doesn't have this metal badge. It's got like a sticker. It looks the same, but it's just a sticker instead of a big thick piece of metal that's screwed on here. So those are the two main things. But if you don't care about that, or you don't care about the LED showing you when the compression's kicking in, for $50 less, you can get the bean counter edition, but it looks virtually exactly like this. So yeah, we've got the cool metal badge. Up top, we've got two jacks. We've got our input and our output, and then we've got our power supply for our 9 volts. So you can power this off of one spot, or you can power this off of pedal power. So it's just a 9-volt DC. So yeah, really, really cool. So let's talk about the knobs. They're not labeled in any way. There's no markings on there, which I think is great, again, because there you're relying on your ears and not going off of marks or anything. So over on this side, we've got our makeup gain or output gain. So as you turn the compression up, so this is the compression over here. As you turn it up, it's obviously going to take away volume. And then you've got this makeup gain over here. Sorry, I'm shooting this on my phone and it was showing that I've got 20% left, so I need to hurry up on this video. So as you turn the compression up, you can turn some of that makeup gain up if you need to keep that volume at the same level. Now, the cool thing that I do know about this pedal and seeing reviews about it and talking to people is these knobs are pretty much together. So as you're turning the compression up, you turn the output gain up, the makeup gain, the exact same. So they work together. They're almost exactly together, if not exactly together. So as you turn the compression up, if you turn that other knob at the same time and put them in the same position, it's like it just works together. So it's like the amount of volume you're losing here, you can turn this up at the same time and keep that volume the same. So that's really, really cool. So you can dime this out and get a lot of compression. You can keep it low and get just a little compression. This thing is extremely versatile, even though for just being a 2-knob compressor, it's fantastic. Like I said, this is designed to sound like an LA2A, or at least in that same realm. So that's what we've got, 2-knob compressor. Really, really simple, which you know, that's the name of the game for me. I'm a very simplistic person when it comes to gear. I like my gear to be very simple, be very user friendly, but at the same time work the way I want it and sound the way I want it. A piece of gear that I use quite a bit is my Avalon U5, and if you've ever used one of those, you know that they're extremely easy to use. Everything's preset. But the sounds and tones you get from it are phenomenal, and it's exactly what I want. And when I can get exactly what I want, but have it be as little complicated as possible, that's just a huge bonus for me. So to be able to get a compressor that does what I want it to do, gives me the sound that I want it to give, with the simplicity of it, fantastic, hands down. That's one of the main things that drew me to this was the simplicity. But then when I heard the tone and what it does, I was just blown away. And I've become such a huge fan of not only this, but all of the stuff that comes from Union Tube and Transistor. So, take a look at the knobs here. Talking about the build quality, this thing is built extremely well. You got a metal casing here. It's pretty lightweight. It's actually very lightweight. You know, it doesn't look heavy, but it's probably a little lighter than it even looks. But it's built solid. It's built like a tank. This is super, super durable. Your foot switch there, yeah. Standard foot switch, very durable. Pretty tactile, not crazy hard to push. It's fairly easy to push, but you get a lot of feedback from it. Yeah, that's great, fantastic. We'll have to plug it up to see that later, but I do know that that's super high quality as well. Obviously, this badge up here is just fantastic. I love this. That's just fantastic. Let's take a look at the knobs. They are very solid. Don't move at all. Let's see how oh, wow. So that's one of, wow, hold on. Goodness gracious. That's one of the best feeling knobs I've ever felt in my life. They don't turn like super easy. It's not like hard to turn. It's extremely smooth. But man, it's like, you're not going to accidentally kick this out of place. You got to give it a little bit. You know, I'm using those muscles. You got to give it a little bit to turn that. Yeah, the other one's the same. Man, those are that's some good knob feel right there. If that's even a thing, knob feel. So, funny thing, that just reminded me of something. One of the videos that I watched, and I can't remember the name of the channel, but one of the videos I watched on this, where they were demoing this with the bass, he said something about knob feel. That's probably where I just got that. It popped into my head. I remember him saying something about that, and man, he ain't lying. Those are some of the most solid knobs I've ever felt in my life. They do not move. But you have to give it some, I don't want to say some muscle, but yeah, they're super smooth. But it takes a little pressure to turn them. I mean, you're not, I can turn it with one finger, but I'm having to give it some muscle. This isn't, yeah. This is something that you're going to be able to really fine tune because it's not going to get away from you. Wherever you set it, it's going to stay. That's fantastic. Wow, I'm even more impressed. Those are literally some of the best feeling knobs I've ever felt in my life. That's fantastic. Wow, this thing is built incredible, guys. I can't wait. I can't wait to hear this thing. I cannot wait. Hopefully I'll get to shoot that video today. But as I was saying with the knobs, so like, if I were to turn my compressor up there, the knobs you can pretty much keep in the same position as each other. They work with each other. So as you're turning that compression up, this follows exactly in pace with this knob to keep that level the same. So if you were to be able to turn these up at the same time, you wouldn't notice a difference in the volume really, until you get to a certain place to where this pedal may be naturally louder than what you're running it through, say like a DI or something. At some point, the volume of this may get louder than your DI pedal or your amp or whatever you're running this through. But aside from that, you're not going to, if you were to turn these knobs at the same time, you're not going to be able to hear a difference in the level, in the volume. So that's really, really cool. Now, obviously, if you want a little more output and a little less compression, because you can do stuff like that and get a little bit of like growl and stuff out of this pedal. Not like overdrive, but just get kind of that edginess. If you wanted more compression and a little less, there's a lot of ways you can set this pedal. Man, this is phenomenal. I can't say how much I'm looking forward to using this pedal. This thing sounds incredible. I already know it does. I've heard it, I've seen it, but now I've got one of my own. It's a fantastic pedal, guys. If you're wanting a simplistic compressor that's going to do what it's supposed to do, give you that compression, give you that control, this thing's going to be amazing. Like I said, it works a lot like an LA2A. In some ways, it's kind of a leveler. Now, you can use this sort of like as an effect, like a lot of other pedal compressors, but this is more to work more like a studio type compressor, like your LA2As. Obviously, I've said that like 500 times now. But that's the Union Tube and Transistor, guys. Fantastic pedal. Like I said, I think that is one of the coolest looking pedals ever. It just looks man, it's just got such a vibe about it. And I love vibey pedals. Obviously the tone and the function of it is what I'm looking for. But when you can get something that is vibey and looks as cool as this, I mean, that just makes it all the better. And let's be honest, we all want our gear to look cool, even if it just looks cool to us. But that is one of the coolest looking pedals I've ever seen in my life. Now, the cool thing about Union Tube and Transistor is all of their pedals have this same look. Now, they're not the same color. They have different colors for all the different pedals and what they do. The casings are different. Some of the knob colors are different. The badge colors are different. So you've got some that's like, I think there's one that's red with a black badge and maybe black knobs. And then there was one with black with like clearer knobs and like a silver tab. And then there's a yellow one with like, there's so many different cool pedals, but each one has its own color. I think this is the coolest color combination personally for me, which is awesome because I've been looking for a compressor pedal and this is the one I wanted. and it has the best color combination of any of their pedals. So that's cool to me. Anyway, guys, that's it for this video, the Union Tube and Transistor Lab. Definitely go check these out. There's a handful of videos out there. There's only one or two that show this on bass. This thing is fantastic on bass. Obviously, you can use it on guitar as well. But there's not a lot of videos out on this, so I'm really looking forward to getting my own video out on this to really show you guys what this is. And to be one of the first videos out there showcasing this on bass is going to be pretty cool too. So I'll definitely try to have that video out in the next couple days so you guys can hear this. But definitely go check this out. Check them out online. Like I said, they are kind of hard to get sometimes. There's a handful of them out there right now for sale. Most of them are right there around that $300 price point. I think I saw one for $310, but most of them are right at like $300. So definitely go check these out, guys. These things are fantastic. If you're the kind of person that wants to buys things sight unseen, I don't think you would be let down with this pedal, but I'm not going to encourage anybody to do that. I always say get hands-on, or at least get some kind of eyes and ears on to make that determination. So anyway, guys, cool pedal. Union Tube and Transistor Lab pedal. There's nothing else to say. I'm just super excited, guys. Stay tuned for more content. Stay tuned for the follow-up on this, where I give you the sounds of this and let you hear it in action. And man, I just can't stop looking at it. I just want to sit here and just look at it. So anyway, guys, appreciate you guys watching. Stay tuned for more content. There again, I'm Brandon Wren. We will see you guys later.